Starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hello everyone, I'm Kiris. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is your astrology cosmic superpower for the week beginning Sunday, June 16th through Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Our sensational full moon in Capricorn summer solstice night sky has on June 16th, happy Father's Day, the waxing moon near the fixed star Spica, the sweetest star of the heavens, and they will be visible together several hours after midnight. During the evening of June 19th, we have the red bright star Antares, which is a star of determination and fortitude. This is next to the waxing gibbous moon on the 19th. After the summer solstice on June 20th, the evening sky on June 21st gives us the moon near what's called the teapot in the constellation of Sagittarius. A teapot is an asterism. It's a small pattern cluster within a constellation. So on the 21st, we get to see the moon right next to the teapot asterism. The moon next to the teapot is just so cute, and the moon has to do with home, family, fertility, and the T is, well, we'll see what the T is around the 21st. Sunday, June 16th, we have Venus moving into cardinal water Cancer. When Venus goes into the sign of Cancer, this is the hostess with the mostess. Venus in Cancer is so attentive to all of the small things that mean so much. So the sign of Cancer is sensitive, it's emotional, it's caring. Cancer is the nurturing mother that nurtures. When Venus moves into the sign of Cancer, Venus ruling over love, marriage, relationship, partnership, people. Venus is also the law of attraction. When you're feeling really relaxed and happy and you're feeling good, Venus in Cancer is not only caring, but think of it this way. If you've ever known anyone in your life that cares enough to be very attentive to all the small things that matter to you. For instance, let's say you've been invited to a dinner party and the hostess happens to know that one of the things you love is yellow tulips. You're at the dinner party, Venus in Cancer will have that flower that is particularly pleasing to you at the event. Or you happen to love whatever it may be, sherbet, ice cream, or something. Think of something where it seems like a small thing, but it's particular to you that makes you happy. The Venus in Cancer that cares will make it a point, and this is why I call them the hostess with the mostess, if someone has Venus in Cancer, because the Venus in Cancer will not only be attentive, but they will make it a point to have something, give you something that is specifically pleasing to you. All the little right touches, in other words, that mean so much. So when Venus goes into the sign of Cancer, the ability to give, also the ability to receive by law of attraction, we could say. It's just a beautiful placement. And because it's summertime and Venus is now entering Cancer, as we're approaching the summer solstice, people go on vacation. It's all about relaxation and enjoying and giving yourself a rest from all of the hard work that people do all of the time for the most part. Then the Venus in Cancer, Cancer also rules over food and things like that. So a beautiful placement as we are officially entering the time of summer. Really enjoy this. And Venus is feminine, meaning that intuitive feeling and knowing. Cancer, of course, ruled by the moon, is extra intuitive and feeling. It's emotional intelligence. Beautiful placement as we approach the summer solstice. Now, if you have Venus in Cancer in your birth chart natally, that is a great gift that you have. If you are in relationship with someone that has Venus in Cancer, or you have friends, whatever it may be, with someone that has Venus in Cancer, what a blessing this is, because the gift of that placement is that the person that has this cares enough, has the sensitivity enough to read and know the finer things that mean so much and make such a difference when you feel like, gee, someone cared enough to be attentive to the small things that please you and make you happy. Monday, June 17th, we then have Mercury, the planet of communication, entering the sign of Cancer. Mercury in Cancer will make a conjunction come together with Venus now in Cancer. That's a lot of smooth, romantic, sexy communication. Planet Mercury is about the ideas and concepts, the things that you're visualizing and imagining in your mind. The sign of Cancer, which is cardinal water, cardinal being to initiate, to get something started. In the sign of Cancer with Mercury, this is your mind visualizing and feeling into about what you would like to begin around your home and family. So whether you're thinking of moving, buying a piece of property, investing in land perhaps, the way the energy and connecting to the energy of Mercury in Cancer is, one, it is the season, the summertime season of longer days, more energy, more light, the summertime of life. The Mercury in Cancer is the visualization of what is your dream home? How would you really like to live as a lifestyle? Also, having people in your life, friends and family. So the Mercury entering Cancer and also coming together with Venus now in Cancer. This is the way the mind, the cosmic energy, the power you have is the ability to initiate the very particular lifestyle, which is different for everybody. It's unique to you, how you want your day-to-day lifestyle to be. And because Cancer is to get something going, so now whatever you've been holding in your imagination, what you've been visualizing, it's the Cancer placements that usher us into a new chapter, a new time of life, a new season of life that gets this going and begins the action of starting something new. Tuesday, June 18th, we have the moon in her fall in fixed water Scorpio, making a water trine flow to Saturn. Now, water is the emotion, it's feeling. The moon in Scorpio making this water trine flow to Saturn in Pisces is feeling into the emotion, your emotions of where and how you potentially sabotage all the good things that you want to attract and have in your life. Venus and Mercury, they just entered Cancer, which is, it's a time for a new chapter, a new season in your life. And water, Cancer, cares very much about this. How you want to, one, feel good, this is water, and how you want your specific lifestyle to be. Then the energy connects to Tuesday the 18th, which is Moon trine Saturn in water. Where do I play the victim? Where do I avoid, perhaps, procrastinate? Where do I let the emotions override the logic, the clear thinking about how to move forward in life? So It's like this. In my work as an astrologer, all the time I hear why someone is a victim and everybody else is to blame for why their life is the way it is. This moon in Scorpio can play the victim very much and very easily because it's a trine flow to Saturn and Pisces, which is saying you've got to get out of the addictions. You've got to get out of the Piscean delusions, illusions that are stopping you from creating the dream lifestyle that you should and can have. It's up to you. So this aspect today on the 18th can be extremely productive for you when you go into the emotions and feel into where you feel powerless, where you feel like you're the victim. You always have the power to change and transform your life. Remember that. We've got to tell ourselves the truth to change what needs to be changed. The moon has to do with memories and emotional imprints. What is yours, what is not really yours to carry, or even if it was yours to carry emotionally, it is time now, as we move into this Venus, Mercury, and Cancer season of life, to let that go, to stop being the victim and suffering as you want to create a beautiful life for you. Saturn in astrology, the greater malefic, is not an easy planet. Never has been, never will be. It's the greater malefic makes us do the work. With Saturn, we can reap the reward, but we have to do the work first. And this moon trine Saturn is saying, where do you sabotage yourself? Where do you believe within yourself that you don't have the power to change things? Of course you do, but you've got to go into those feelings in water, astrology, emotion first and feel the truth of what is really going on within you. Water is also purification, it's cleansing, it's healing, and the moon trine Saturn can be one of the best aspects that will help you move forward with living your dream lifestyle. Wednesday, June 19th, happy Juneteenth. May all beings live happy and free. The moon moves into mutable fire Sagittarius on Wednesday. The moon in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, makes an opposition to its ruler, Jupiter, in Gemini. Now, with the moon making any kind of an aspect to Jupiter, this is when you want it all. The desire, the appetite is way over the top. It's Jupiterian. Jupiter right now we have in its detriment in the sign of Gemini. So the moon is instinctual. It just feels. And in Sagittarius, you want to travel. You want to move forward. You have an appetite for new and exciting things. The moon making that aspect to Jupiter in Gemini is be very careful about what you communicate and not communicating too much too soon. It's not the right timing with the moon opposition Jupiter in Gemini. Sometimes we can just run off and lose our heads and say the wrong thing at the wrong time, make future plans, because Jupiter in Sagittarius is about the future, making future plans, signing on the dotted line before you get the facts, for instance. This is what you want to be careful about on this day with the moon in Sag, making an opposition to its ruler. Thursday, June 20th, happy summer solstice. This is the time of the most daylight when the sun is directly overhead the Tropic of Cancer at noon. Now, the sun's entry at the summer solstice into cardinal water Cancer brings us the new season of summertime. So as we've wrapped up Gemini season, which was mutable air, things morphing and changing and adapting. We're not fully in one season. We weren't fully out of one season. during the time of Gemini. Wonderful time to make the plans and adaptations that needed to be made. Now we are in a new season with the solar ingress into the sign of Cancer. We are officially in that time of year when the energy, the power, the daylight, the awareness is building towards its fullness. The power of your emotion. Emotion is energy, takes you ahead in life. Also, we are in waxing gibbous. We are almost at the exact moment of the full moon. There are times in life to wait because it's not quite the right time. We're in the planning stages, but then there are also times during the year and in our life that the energies are saying, yes, make that move, go for it. This is what the cardinal signs of the zodiac are all about. Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Aries. It is time to move forward into a new chapter of your life. And with the solar ingress into the sign of Cancer, this is moving forward towards something that the emotion is there and that you really care about it. For instance, we've been seeing a lot of things having to do with how people can feel so lonely and isolated these days. Well, Cancer is about closeness and familiarity, home, family, the comfort, the safety, and reassurance of being together. Move forward in that area of your life. If you have been feeling lonely and disconnected, this is the time where you would make the effort to make some friends, join a meetup, find people that you have things in common with where you would feel familiar, like they are a good friend and member of your family. The sign of Cancer is like the old woman that lived in the shoe, going around collecting things. So Cancer collects and holds on to people, things, takes them in. And with Cancer season, once you've been deemed a member of the family, you're home during this Cancer season. So get yourself out there if you have been feeling lonely and disconnected, and gather your family, what is familiar to you, around you and in your life. I've always been obsessed with Sherlock Holmes and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I have all of the books, read them, of course, and I just love anything Sherlock Holmes. Well, here and around the world, I'm sure, there are what are called meetup groups, where you can find anything that you have an interest in, that you love, and meet up with like-minded people. So here in Hollywood, there is a Sherlock Holmes meetup group, where we dress up like it's the Victorian era, and meet up for dinner once a month. Usually a meetup is once a month. And we pick a place, a restaurant, go there, dressed up in Victorian garb, and talk all things Sherlock Holmes. Now, this is Hollywood. So, for a bunch of people dressed up in Victorian garb, entering a restaurant, people don't look twice. They just figure, oh, it must be a bunch of extras that have been on a movie set, and you don't get a second glance. But the point is that with this Cancer season, which is about gathering the familiar, the people, the family to you, around you, Cancer is cardinal. It ushers in a new chapter, new time of your life. So if you have been feeling disconnected, especially with social media, for all of social media, people still want to see and be with each other. Whatever you love, find like-minded people that have this in common. Get out there and make some friends this summer during our Cancer time. Friday, Venus's Day, June 21st, we have the full moon at 1 degree Capricorn. Now, the first degree of Capricorn is the first degree, Dwad, and Decimate. This is a triple force of Capricorn Saturnian energy. Now the full moon is the full culmination of the moon accepting the light of the sun and shining in awareness on our true self-image, the true inner vision and image that you have of yourself. Saturn is about removing the blocks and doing the work. Full moon in Capricorn, meaning moon in Capricorn and its detriment, the furthest away from its natural home placement in the sign of Cancer. So the full moon in Capricorn is that internal belief image that you see yourself as an orphan child looking for home. So the full moon in Capricorn brings this into our awareness. It's the light, the full culmination of where and how you may have not felt included in life, a member of the family in life, how you're looking to find your home, your place. Like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home, and everything that you are looking for has always been right there inside of you, and you are at home. When you are connected to your emotions, which is the moon, your home, you know how you feel, you express how you feel, you are connected to the authentic moon self, which are the emotions. So this full moon in Capricorn at the first degree, its most undiluted power and energy is finding your way back home within yourself and your emotions. But as we've been chatting about in this podcast, finding the outer home as well, the people, the place, the connections, the lifestyle of where you feel comfortable. Think of it if you've ever gone to a place or visited a city or visited someone's home where you just feel like, I just feel at home here. It's comfortable. It feels right. Those are the key words. It feels right. Might not make any logic. That's the mind, Mercury. But Mercury is now in Cancer. It's thinking about and looking for that home. So this is the full moon in Capricorn culmination that we are having on the 21st. And then on Saturday, June 22nd, as we close out the week, the moon is still in Capricorn, making an opposition to Venus in Cancer, an Earth trine flow to Mars in its detriment of Taurus ruled by Venus. And also the moon in Capricorn makes an opposition to Mercury in Cancer. Oppositions are separations. The moon opposite the Cancer placements is about the separation, ending things where it's just about business and making money and bringing in the people that are like home for you. If you've ever been around someone, and of course you have, been around someone or people where you just feel like this is home. It's just so easy to be with that person, to be in their energy. It's, as we close out the week, the separating and saying goodbye to certain relationships and circumstances that just don't feel right anymore. It's not about home and family and the familiar. It's just about Capricorn business, which of course has its place. But this separation from certain relationships and bringing into the people that they just feel like family, and there is no logic to it at all. It's not about the mind where this one person over here could feel like your brother. It's familiar, it feels right, and then that other person that might not fit some type of image, whatever that is supposed to be, it just doesn't feel right. The energy isn't there. This is how we are closing out the week. It's very productive, and what a week. I love the astrology this week. There is just so much magic and opportunity and beautiful energies to begin something new in your life and create, again, I've said this, I think, about 3-4 times during this podcast, but to create the people, relationships, and lifestyle that feel right, that are home for you. Find your tribe, find your family. It's elementary, dear Watson. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all in the stars.